Hi guys. Hello. So yeah, I don't have any hair. I shaved it all off. Um, Sorry. I look like I look like an egghead. But no Myra here. So and the hair was just out of control. So I just shaved it all off. Um, so first of all, I want to do shout out to my wife Lynn, my daughter Thea, and Kyla. And I just want them to know how much I miss them, how much I love them. It's really hard, really hard to be separated from them. But it's even harder. What's really hard is not knowing when I can go back, when I can see them again. That's really the killer, you know. So I just wanted to, just before I get started, give a quick shout out to them. I miss them. I love them. And so what's the topic today? What can we talk about? So I've been, just probably like everybody else, I've been on YouTube like night and day, watching everybody's vlogs and videos and seeing what's going on in the world. And I came across this new channel. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. I'm not going to name any names, but it's another expat living in the Philippines. I think he's in his mid-60s. And he did a video recently. All his videos are just him sitting on the couch, doling out advice. He says it's not advice, but it sounds like advice. But it's not. I'm not knocking the channel. I mean, for me, it's entertaining. I like watching it. So I want to. So full disclosure, I'm piggybacking on his subject. So I want to disclose that. And what he was talking about was, should a foreigner open a business in the Philippines? And his answer was unequivocally no. And so I want to provide the other side of that, because I think it should be yes, and I don't see why not. And the Philippines, just before this pandemic, the economy was roaring along. I mean, it was growing. And I don't see why you wouldn't want to take advantage of that. Now, everybody's situation is different. This particular guy, he's retired. He had mentioned that he had, a bad time during the crash in 2009-ish, I guess. And, he kind of left, I think, a sour taste in his mouth, and then, had to rebuild all his investments back up, and then decided to take his Social Security as soon as he could, which I think is 62 or 62 and a half, something like that. And I agree with that. I mean, when I hit 62 or whatever wherever the age is going to be, I'm all over it. I'm not waiting. But I don't know what all the rules are. Can you make? I guess you can't. Maybe you can only make so much money, or you can't make any money at all if you're on Social Security. I have no idea. I haven't really looked into it. I'm only 51. But so that might be a problem. I mean, if you're in that age bracket and you're collecting Social Security and you don't want to be too successful in another business, right? So I don't know. But he didn't explain that. He just said that if you're an expat living in the Philippines, he didn't say if you were collecting Social Security. He didn't say what if you were in this age group. He just it was like a blanket statement. If you're a foreigner living in the Philippines, should you open a business? And his answer was no. But I think you should. I think it's complete opposite. I think the Philippines is such a wonderful place to own a business, because there's very little red tape. Not like here in the U.S. I mean, it's awful. I mean, they stifle the businesses here. It's unbelievable. And in the Philippines, you have other things to deal with. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that easy. You have to understand that there are pros and cons on both sides of the coin. So I mean, the Philippines, you can basically find a spot, throw some rent, put some rent down, and get a couple of permits, which takes no time at all, and you're in business. That's it. Now, as far as what kind of businesses, he was saying that the laundry business was good. Something about, there was a busy laundry business in his neighborhood. And I can't really speak to what would be a great business. But there are pitfalls that you have to be careful for if you're going to run a business in the Philippines. I've heard just horror stories about other competitors, basically, wiping you off the face of the earth. You can have that issue, or you can just have the issue of not being successful. Brian and Marisol, they have I don't know how many businesses running. The piggery, the chickens, the eggs, the fish. He's got it all going on. Plus his YouTube channel, that's a business. And so this guy, he was saying no, he doesn't want to run a business, but yet he has a YouTube channel. That's a business, right? That's income, making income. That's a business. And so you do have a business in the Philippines. You're making videos in the Philippines. You're having an income, so that's a business. And he has a lot of views, so he's making money. I know he's making money. But I want to give my experience of running a business in the Philippines, which was just very briefly. Lynn and I had our Airbnb business, which we started in November. I think it was November. So November, December, and January, those were the 3 months we were in business. And by the end of January, we had tripled our income. And then I shut it down after that because of the virus. This was before it even got out of control. I said, no, I don't want to do this anymore because we don't know what's going on with this virus. But, in just 3 short months, we had tripled with our Airbnb business. Now, would I open a restaurant in the Philippines? No. Would I open a laundromat? Maybe. Would I open a water filtration store? No. Would I invest in real estate? Yes. That's a business. Yes, I would. You can make money there. You have to be smart. But if you're one of these guys who couldn't make it in the U.S. and you're going to come to the Philippines and think you're going to open up all these businesses and be a millionaire, it's not going to happen. No way. If you can't make it in the U.S., you're not going to make it here. You're not going to make it in the Philippines. There's no way. But you have to be smart about it. What I like about having an Airbnb business is it's all online, right? Your money comes in online. They have to pay. You're guaranteed your money. And it's under the radar. People don't really know what you're making. They don't know. They can kind of see that you're busy, that you have guests coming in and out, but you're not really competing with other people's businesses. Ones that you are competing with, they're not going to come by and throw a noose around your neck if you get too busy. Now, if I went and opened up a water filtration store right next to another water filtration store, I could have problems. I don't know. I could. But the Airbnb, it's very low key and it's under the radar and it's good money. So my opinion is yes, open a business in the Philippines. A repair tech guy, retiring, in the Philippines, and a lot about fixing, air conditioners. Do you know what kind of great business that would be in the Philippines? Do you know how many air conditioners they have in the walls that are dirty, dusty, that break down, and people don't know how to fix them? Are you kidding me? That could be an unbelievable business. They're a car wash. That's another great business. They have them everywhere. There's just a machine. It's on the side of the road. You put a coin in it, and the water bill is nothing here. Our water bill is like $5, 5 pesos a month. No, what is it? $5 a month. Come on. You could throw a bunch of those all over the place. Just find the spaces to rent or to own. whatever. There's plenty of opportunity here. You just have to be smart about it. So, you know, if you want to come to the Philippines, sit on your butt every day, make a few videos, collect a couple $100 a month plus your Social Security, yeah, that's a good way to live. But I'm not in that bracket. I'm not 62 years old. So I have to be creative. I have to find other ways. And there are other people like me. So, yeah. Should you open a business in the Philippines? Absolutely. Yes, you should. You just have to look around. You got to look around and you got to say to yourself, what can I do? Do I want to make money? Do I want to live off of $1,000 a month? First of all, I don't know about these guys who come to the Philippines and say they can live off $500 to $1,000 a month. No way. I can't. I mean, I have a daughter. I have two kids, a wife. I've got a house, electric bill. There's no way you can live off $1,000 a month. 2,000, yeah, you can do it comfortably. But $1,000 a month? No. I mean, I don't know what my Social Security will be when I collect it at 62. Maybe it's going to be 1,000. Maybe be nothing. Maybe I don't think it's going to be $2,000. That's for sure. I really don't know. But can I? Even if I could live off $1,000 a month, I wouldn't want to. I don't know. That's why I think, yeah, open up a business in the Philippines. Unless you want to sit on your couch every day with a fan, no air conditioner, and do nothing. Where are you gonna go with $1,000? You gotta buy food. Food's not that cheap. You gotta pay your electric bill. I mean, it's cheap if you don't have air conditioning, but I don't know. I mean, do you want to put yourself through misery every day with just a fan blowing on your face? I can't see it. I just can't see that happening. Not for me, anyways. Not that I had lived this extravagant life. But, you know, the way I look at it is, you know, you work hard your whole life, and then you get to a certain age, and you want to enjoy yourself. You want to enjoy things. Otherwise, what was all that hard work for? What did you work your, butt off for the past 30 years, 40 years? Just so you could sit in a house with a fan on, because you don't want to pay an electric bill? I don't know. For me, it just doesn't make any sense. Not that I want to give all my money to the electric company, but I just want to be comfortable. You know, I don't want to have to say I can't put an air conditioner on because I can't pay my electric bill. So there's a ton of reasons why you should open up a business in the Philippines. There's also a ton of reasons why you shouldn't. And I can't speak for everybody, why you should or shouldn't. But I think just to put a blanket over it and say no, unequivocally no, you shouldn't. No, I don't think that's a good idea. But when I'm driving around the Philippines, I have a car or a truck, and I drive around and I see foreigners, expats all over the place. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of them look like they're in rough shape. Their clothes look dirty. They're sweating. Their clothes are all wet with sweat. They've got clothes that are, either too small or too big, because you can't really find clothes here, that fit you properly. So I can always tell an expat who's been here a long time because they look like hell. And it is an older population of expats there, probably in the 60 plus range. You don't see a lot of expats my age over there in the Philippines. You got a Ahizi who's really young, but I think Ahizi had a ton of businesses in the past that he tried, but I think failed, and now he's got his YouTube, and YouTube is a business. I mean, if you're on YouTube making vlogs in the Philippines and you're telling people don't open a business, I mean, that's kind of being hypocritical, right? I mean, you do have a business. Making videos and you're making money about the Philippines is a business, right? So I don't know. Make some comments below. Let me know what you think. Should you open a business in the Philippines? Or maybe comment about some of your experiences. If you have a business in the Philippines, what are the good sides? What are the bad sides? For me, I think the best business is real estate. Um, Buying it, selling it, making apartments, renting it, Airbnb, the whole 9 yards. Um, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye bye.